morning, everyone. Hope you slept well. We did. We had a good dinner last night. It's kind of personal dinner. A lot of us together that haven't been around each other in a long time, so we just kind of enjoyed that. And I kept the video down to a minimum because we just wanted to have an intimate dinner and kind of hang out with each other and talk and tell stories about family, and that's what we did, and it was fun. And now I'm getting ready to prepare some breakfast, and then we're gonna go see the actual expo this morning. We'll go through the vendor booths, and if anything fun stuff or new stuff, I'll definitely show it to you and bring you along. So we'll see you shortly. So guys, I just wanted to show you this real quick. Another twist on breakfast. Frozen diced tomatoes. You can go in a pan with some onion, a little bit of olive oil, eggs, add some chorizo, perfect little breakfast burrito. And I'll hold you on for, this will really hold you for a long time. That way if you go straight to the trail and you're just gonna do sandwiches, you'll end up getting way into the afternoon before you feeling like you're hungry. And it really does help. And it's super cheap, just so you know, so that always helps on these trips. Small stuff, and those potatoes go with everything. You can add them to your lunch, your dinner, whatever. But we're hurrying. Next stop, Expo. Okay guys, here it is. So this is something they do that most places don't do. This is an actual trail guide map for the areas around here. So if you come, you can sign up to be guided on easy or more moderate trails, and they lay them out like this, and you meet here. And it's super nice because if you don't know the trails in this area or any other areas they go, you can simply sign up for one of these. I think it's $25 per class that you go to, or trip, and there you go, you're rocking and rolling. And the trails are fun. They know what they're doing. They live here, so it's a super neat service. I do want to showcase this FJ is super cool. 23-0 hard shell. You can see the solar in the front. Nice winch bumper hoop. This thing's built out really well. A 270-degree awning, dual fold out. I mean, this is what you can do with rigs that not everybody, drives on a daily basis. I think it shows you the difference. New 4Runner. Hey guys, I want to show you this. This is the Quadratec booth. It's a pretty average build for a Gladiator, but what I was checking out is this rough country hard shell. And a neat thing about that tent is look at that recessed area. Most of all the people that run a hard shell are always wanting to either have more existing storage on it or a place to put solar. And imagine just setting one 400-watt panel right there. Some simple adhesive, attach it to it, and you're always set up. Mild build, but it's super cool. Good looking truck. This is something I think you guys would want to see. A couple things. Those are the big Fox 3.0s, huge, and they're all around this. It's on the tracks, but another cool feature about this is they've got the rigid adapt, and those lights will manipulate the beam focusing and pattern based off your speed. Like, really cool tech. Good looking little truck. It's a great color on that thing. It'll be nice to see, when they move into America, when they move to the Trimmer and go to the Raptor. I think a Raptor in our genre will be huge because, again, everybody's running a midsize, and we know that the Toyotas are super popular. Well, the ZR2s are starting to make a comeback, but I will tell you this, you got this or this, and that'll be a Raptor. Could you imagine? I mean, so buy this and do a whole bunch of stuff to it, or buy a midsize Ranger Raptor that's just ridiculous already. Food for thought, guys. Okay guys, we made a full circle. There's some pretty cool stuff. Okay guys, this is it. We made a full lap around this. This is not bad. So this year they had, you know, something like 50 something vendors, and for this event being so young, that's still a lot. And it turned out really well. Tonight they'll fill this entire area and they'll do a raffle, and all of these vendors here will raffle off something, and it's generally pretty nice stuff. So if you haven't made it out to one of these, you should. Super good group of people. Everybody's super helpful. You can see it's super diverse. Fords, Land Cruisers, Toyotas, Broncos now. It's crazy. But this is definitely a fun event to come to if you don't come out to the east. I'm actually kind of happy about it. But now it's gotten warm enough that we're ready to go wheel, because we know that tonight there's supposed to be storms, pretty severe, hell, but we're gonna kind of cut it short and go hit the trail. Check it out. Okay guys, we are finally on the trail. We had a couple logistic issues kind of getting together, being at two different camps, but we got everything together. Oh, it's about 2 o'clock and we are now on the first trail of the day. Everything should go pretty good from here on out, I think. We've seen a lot of traffic on this trail already, so I guess that's encouraging. That means we know that there's nothing not working and nothing shut down, so that helps, because yesterday we did run into several road closures. But today we're free. So once I get past this local traffic, we'll be going. cheesy, baby. Jeep just did work. So I know I'll be asked about this in the comments, and I said comment below. Just as a quick reminder, this is what we call Devil's Knob Tower, and it's a lookout that the Forest Service used to use, and it was actually a functioning area, and I'll kind of go over it with you. But anyway, in that area, it's the road is 1432A is how you'll get to it. And again, the name is Devil's Knob Tower. I highly recommend to check it out. It's definitely a cool picture place for being in this area and it's seeing what you're going to see. So stick around, check this out. Okay, get ready. Are you ready? Look at this. Jesus, guys. Being in the middle of a forest, and this is what you come upon. We haven't been able to see anywhere for days, and now look at this. You can see forever. Now, finding this trail was kind of like a gem. You can see the forest floor is laden with leaves and pine needles. There's pine needles up here. There's regular leaves. It's just a beautiful, picturesque, scenic trail through the forest and a highly untraveled trail. You can see the trail's cut in, but there's leaves covering everything. And so it's obviously not been traveled in a while, but it ended up being one of our favorite trails through this area about it is it was just a tie-in trail that we found to attach to the way we were going. And the neatest part about the Ouachita's and this part of the forest, and I'm not sure which this one specifically is or what boundary area this is, but there's so many roads, and later on you'll see, but we left on this trail, we left to head to these trails, and even though there were some small pieces of highway in between them, after like 9 hours, when we do come out back on the highway when we're done and wanting to head home, I think we were about 40 or 50 miles from where we actually started the trailhead. So they literally just spaghetti together, and that's probably one of the neatest things about it. Last year at the start of that right there where you are, Mark, it would have been about 1.5 feet deep, and we'd have just been pushing water with our grill like all the way through this whole area. So, unfortunately, I say we send it. That's just what we're gonna do. We're gonna send it. Here we go. Let's send it.
I don't think it should be that bad. Most of this should all be rock bottom.
That looked not bad at all. It was not too bad, Chad. A little deeper. Now I'll tell you guys the difference in a year. Last year when we were here, that GMC right now would be up to its grill in water, and that's the difference. Look at it, you can see dirt all the way back to the Jeep and the Raptor in the back. This was absolutely crazy deep last year, and then this year, no rain. Look where we're at. Yes, I should introduce you. This is Mark, the actual Shep, the GMC. The next vehicle is a myth. It's a legend in the Ozarks. His name is Shad, the Shad of the Ozarks. There's probably not anybody even actually driving that 4Runner. He's probably asleep in the back. The next one is going to be Dustin, good friend of mine, lifelong friend. His wife as well. We had a great time with them. And then right in the back, that's going to be Slick Rick and the Raptor. Oh, that was a big one. Oh gosh, guys, these trails have been super fun this afternoon. I'll tell you this is a state that I could drive around more and more, just like look at more, find more. I could spend a lot of time exploring the state, and there's a lot more states like this. People just don't wheel them a lot. And man, I think, Chris Shantz from Venture Forward does an amazing job of documenting the great wheeling and just even like this backwoods exploration and camping in the states we would never assume. So if you've never checked out his channel, I'll try to link it or try to remember to link it, but check out Chris Shantz from Venture Forward. The dude does an amazing job of being the most diverse wheeler and film videographer for that stuff than anybody else I've seen as far as multi-state, multi-trail type content. Anyway, we're trying to get out of here because we are deep in the holler, and it's supposed to start raining pretty severely. And if it does, these creek beds fill up real fast. So we're gonna see if we can't get on out of here.
That was Bob's cabin. Whose cabin is this one? They got power. They has got propane.
Seeing this whole river's empty. See, usually, guys, I know that you guys saw this huge creek bed. I mean, and it's huge. During the rainy season, you can't cross. I mean, you can't just run in there.
Trailer house back here.
You can't just run out and jump in some of those. You got to make sure you check the strength of the river running through them, because some of these guys get pretty deep. And that one last year, guys, was hood deep or grill deep on the Gladiator on 40s, and I mean, it was a push through. So that was pretty crazy. So when you are out here wheeling, just make sure that when you come into these deep hollered woods and trails, that you know how much rain they've been getting, because some of them get deep and the whole trail will be water. Because like to the left, if you see that, this is an entire river wash.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and imagine.
So just be careful, guys.
Hey, did we go the wrong way, Shrimp, or what are you doing over there?
Okay, my fine friend YouTubers, this is a really cool location to come check out when you're here as well. It's called the Union School and Cemetery. Union, U-N-I-O-N, Union. Anyway, it's back here in the back. The only one thing is, again, remember to pay attention to the weather, because the last time I drove through here, we were in water about right here, and then it's water all the way across, and you can see how big this thing is. So if the water's moving fast and deep, you can have some serious issues. So obviously today it's easy, which I can't even understand. I really can't. These guys are hurting for water bad. Let's hope they get some soon. But I'll show you this. And they're still taking care of it. It's beautiful. It's an old school and cemetery.
I have that custom snorkel made.
Actually still works. Here it is. What do you guys think about that? Traditional school. It says 1929. Okay, my YouTube wonderful friends. We didn't go in because it was closed, so we didn't know. I mean, you probably could go, but no reason to chance it. So anyway, we're getting our butts back to the road because we're all still aired down, and we've got a long way to go from our location to Mulberry. So, and that storm is upon us. So, we were supposed to make some preparations before we left, but we didn't. So, we're going to try to get back as soon as we can, or fast as we can, so we can make those changes to the campsite real quick. So if it does rain, nothing's going to be coated in mud or whatever, other than what's in the trucks and on the trucks. You know, everything else will be packed up. So that's our hopes. I had a great day today. I'm glad that we all got to wheel together. You know, right now we have Amarillo, Texas, we have Austin, Texas, we have Dallas, Texas, and we have Kansas. by more. So, like, we had a diverse group and all kinds of rigs. First gen 4Runner, 6th gen Raptor, or 3rd gen Raptor, excuse me. First gen Raptor, GMC Denali, Jeep JKU, so everything. I think 35-inch tires to 37-inch tires to 33-inch tires. So like the gauntlet, and everybody did really well, drove really well. So I'm super happy. We're gonna roll. I'm gonna try to navigate these. Oh, and just so you know, in this area, there's no lateral highways that cross. So it's a bunch of mixed matching fire service roads and stuff like that, trying to get, or Forest Service roads, trying to get across. So that's what it is. So thanks for watching, and I really do appreciate the support, and I really do hope you consider my Patreon, and I really do hope that you put Arkansas in this area on your list. And if you do, you know, look at some of my previous videos here and reach out to Matt from Overland Adventure, Arkansas Overland Adventures, because he knows where to go, and this state really does rock. So, talk to you later. Okay, guys, I figured I'd show you what's going on. This is what's going on. We're probably 50 miles from where we need to be. And it's been dry here, guys, but this is what I was telling you about Ozarks. You thought I was kidding. It's been super dry. It's now hailing and raining like you can't imagine. And the worst part about it is it's knocking all the leaves off the trees, so they try to land on your windshield, and then you can't see a damn thing. So, yeah. Oh, that was a big one. Great. Oh, right in the windshield. So, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do right now. So forgive me if I'm not going to record too much tonight, guys. I'm going to do my best to get home, because this is a backwoods road. To be honest. And this, guys, is exactly what I was talking about. This is the type of storm that came out of nowhere. Now, we knew a storm was coming, but because you're in a canopy environment and you cannot see anywhere around you, this thing snuck up on us, and it was vicious. The hell was unrelenting, and the fog, as you see it now coming on, we could not get through the fog because it only goes as far as the side of the truck. So mirror to mirror, and it was from the bottom of the ground to the top of the road tall, and you just had to really go slow. And these are narrow roads with severe drop-offs. And so, again, watch the weather, watch the weather, watch the weather. And if you can, watch radar. I know a lot of times we don't have access to radar because of internet connections, but try to be vigilant. This is a nail biter for sure. And it was just a storm. That wasn't the problem. The problem was if we had to rescue vehicles out of the ditch, it would have been a big deal with the rushing water on each side. Good morning. So, as we thought, last night was insane. The storms never came. And then say like 1:30, let me tell you something, it was the storm to beat the band. Like, it was going nuts, like it really was. So yeah, right now we're just trying to get aired up and see if we can't get in here before the second round comes this morning. So thanks for hanging out. It's been a good time. You can see we are airing up as we speak. Most of us all have, well, everybody but the Donald, it's got a specific air up system. But we're just airing up. I will say this, look at this. It's huge. This whole area was full of vendors. I mean, you guys saw it. And now it's just all cleaned out. And what I'm really appreciative about is how clean it is here. Like, it is super, super clean. And the neat thing about it is, look right now, you can see all the fog in the mountains. Some of the neat stuff you get to see. But we had a good time.
And that's another one, guys. Another one in the books. As you watch three good friends drive away, go back to their lives, I can't think about how much I'm blessed to get to do what I do and then turn around and show it to you guys. I couldn't ask for anybody better to be there with, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. And there's so much more to come. I'm going to leave you guys with two pictures at the end. One of them's breathtaking, and one of them is what keeps me smiling. Until next time, guys.